me anxious. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Right. I don't like being um nervous. I don't like being like feeling like I have to talk to somebody I don't want to or turn somebody down that I don't want to. Like I don't even like declining calls, but I will. I will look at it and watch it ring. I absolutely will because
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't
feel
pick
like
up my
talking.
phone. I don't pick
I
up my
don't feel
phone.
like
I send
talking.
it
I'm
straight to
not gonna
text
talk to you.
message. I send it
Yeah.
unless you're my family or my two closest friends. Everything goes straight to a text message.
I'm sorry, Queen. I was trying to bring things up and request people, but I clicked on you. I didn't know if you wanted to come up or not and answer the questions, but I know
Um,
you'll let me know when you want to come up. That's what I was saying, pretty much.
I will.
Okay.
But you know what?
Oh hell
Today's the
yeah, Dylan.
day
That's true.
to rip off the band-aid.
Which band-aid girl?
Tanya, have you noticed that I've been distant with you?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Um, cause I don't, I mean, sometimes I can be really ignorant, not on purpose, but,
It was a
um,
little more personal. Um, the mod room that we have that
okay.
you're invited to.
I'm gonna drop down.
No,
Okay.
you're good. You're good. I want to get this off my chest because I don't like carrying it because my feelings were hurt when my cat passed and I put that post up and you didn't say nothing, but you went and shared a live in that room. It hurt my feelings.
Well, oh, I must,
I'm
did I
being a little
see?
immature by not speaking to you and letting you know my feelings were hurt. So
Oh,
today, I want to clear the air and let you know my feelings were hurt, and that's why I haven't been speaking to you.
oh,
But there was one other. Hold on one second. There's one other instance too. Um, when
I'm,
she was talking about her husband passing away, and
That really
that
stung
one,
me, and
yeah, because she didn't
it
have a reason,
hurt
and we were
because you
talking
were
about.
saying
Yeah, go
that
ahead.
you feel things and you see things,
mm-hmm.
and you turned around and said that my husband was unalive because of money. And that was far from the case.
No, I didn't, I asked if that was,
Yeah, but that assumption to assume that that was the reason
no, not
is
from
like out.
him,
No,
not
by the
from,
person that did it. You because
yeah.
we didn't know why he did it, but you said maybe he owed him that maybe your husband owed him some money,
Mm-hmm.
and
No, not
that
her
was
husband.
insensitive.
Not her husband. The other guy owed her husband the money and didn't want to pay him back. So that's why he did what he
Yeah,
did.
but just making that statement alone when I shared the story, like
Yeah,
I shared, and I was grieving and I was crying, and the assumption
right.
threw me off,
I'm,
and it hurt my feelings. I just don't want to carry it no more because I'm a better woman than that. And
I,
I'd rather you know
yes,
how I feel.
thank you for sharing your feelings with me so I can correct that. It was not meant to be rude to you or hurt you by any means. It was, I think when it came to your husband, it was more thinking out loud, like, how do I explain it? Sometimes I don't think before I talk really, and it came to my brain. And so
But
I'm
you
like,
added Miss Jax in the chat. It wasn't even like you were directing it towards me. I'm in the middle of crying and you're adding Miss Jax, this is what I think. This is how I feel. And I get feelings and vibrations like this. It threw me off. Because if that's how you felt, you got her number, you got her DM, you could have messaged her. Hey, listen, this is the vibe that I got. In the middle of me crying up there, that wasn't cool. And it did hurt. But the second that you put yourself down, I got up on this panel. Tanya, don't do that. Don't ever say that about yourself. I empower women. I don't try to hurt nobody. So I need you to understand, sometimes you do things, you say things, and you hurt people. And it's time somebody told you that you hurt people. And I don't like carrying this. And I'm sorry that I'm bringing it here, but this is what this page is about, talking it out.
Absolutely. And I apologize to you. I had no intention of hurting you, and I know that I did.
I believe that.
And I sincerely apologize. And I'm working on trying to communicate better with my words. And I know that my words don't always come out the right way. And so I'm very sorry if I hurt you.
I appreciate it.
Very
And I'm
sorry.
sorry that I did not address this to you sooner and that I sat with it, but I didn't want to come from an angry place.
And
I wanted you to understand how I felt, what it made me feel, and the
absolutely.
pain that it caused, because I look at you and everybody that's in that message board as family members. This chat has become very, very personable to all of us. We have built friendships here. So for me to be hurt by a friend, I needed to address it the proper way. When it first happened, I could not address you because I was going to come at you a way that you would not have liked. And I don't want to hurt you because I consider you a friend.
Absolutely. And I don't, there's no excuse for me hurting you. Just
I think
know,
just like you said, you just need to think more before you say things, because read the room better. We
yeah,
had a talk, me and Queen, about the situation, both situations. And it was going to be a time, most of the time, I wouldn't have her up here with you at the same time, because some things you just don't say at the moment. And to hear her going through the traumatizing events of how her husband was unalived, then, you know, your suggestions at the time, she's reading these things as well while she's being vulnerable. And then, it just was like unsympathetic, I guess. So it hurt her. And then with her losing her cat, when she put the message in there, it's like that hurt her as well, because everybody else was like, hey, we're so sorry about, losing your fur baby and things like that. And then you shared something. So I chalked that up to maybe you didn't see it, which was not how Queen took it either. But
yeah. I
it was
don't,
just the
I
way
don't
she,
remember seeing it.
right.
So,
But add that
um,
on to after you said what you said. And it was very insensitive what you said, because it needed to not be said at all. It just needs to be supportive. We have support here for everybody else that comes up here on Grief Day when we're talking about losing loved ones. And she was sharing her story after I shared my story about my brother. And that's when, just the suggestion, I think, was just like, it threw everybody off. Like, whoa, why would you suggest like that? But I'm glad that she said it and she
Yeah,
apologized and she accepts. You accept her apology?
Oh, most definitely,
She
because
accepts
I
your
feel
apology. Okay.
everybody deserves a chance to change, especially when they know they hurt somebody.
Right,
And
right.
it's just, this was the proper way to do this because of what this page is about and how
right.
we all rally around each other. So I needed to let you know you hurt me, and I had to do it on my time. It's been a long time coming. I just been distant and keeping to myself when you are around, not saying anything, but I needed to let that go because that's not how I want to be with you.
I
In all honesty, Tanya, there is genuine love in my heart for you.
absolutely, and I think when you were talking about your husband's untimely passing, my mind kind of goes into anxiety mode and I overthink. And when that happens, when it comes to traumatic events like that, sometimes I think out loud.
Right.
And
And that's what you got to
and
work on,
and
thinking
I
out loud
gotta,
and typing
yeah,
out
it's
loud. Yeah.
something I have to work on. It was just like, oh my gosh, like my problem is I try to find a solution and an answer is kind of what happens in my brain. Like when something traumatic happens, like, okay, why would somebody do this? Why, what would be their motivation? Like, kind of like a gotta fix it thing. And that is kind of like where I think my brain was at the time. And I feel horrible that I hurt you like that. Um,
But it's okay. You just
It's
go from
okay,
here.
Tanya.
no,
It's
no,
Now
I
that you
feel
okay.
so
know that
I'm
bad.
there's
telling you it's okay.
now that
I'm
there's
the
a
person you hurt,
resolution.
and I'm telling you it's okay.
But
Right.
I
it's not okay,
understand. I just needed you to be aware that my feelings were
Yeah.
hurt.
But see, to me, it's not okay because there was no intentions of trying to hurt you, but here I am again, and I'm trying to
But
work on
we
this
can change this,
myself.
Tanya. We can change this. We
And
can help work with you to change that. Sometimes you need to put a filter.
yeah, um, so I
But from here on out, I'll
apologize.
tell you if you hurt my feelings, I'm going to go
Please
straight
tell
to
me
you
right away.
instead of holding it.
Yeah, please do. I'd rather somebody tell me than right away so I can fix that right away because
Yeah.
then and try to
It
work
was just I
on it.
didn't want to come with the anger part of me.
Yeah.
So that's why I withheld and was like, I'm just going to let this slide. And then I'm going to let this slide. And then today was just a day, and I don't know why it was just heavy on my heart to let you know that you are loved. I appreciate you, but
Thank
you
you. And
hurt
you
my
know what?
feelings. And I needed to let you know why I've been distant, because that's not cool either.
No, it's warranted though. I understand.
I
And
appreciate you listening. I definitely do.
and I again apologize for hurting you because the last thing in my soul that I want to do to anybody is hurt them, my whole life I've been hurt, so I don't want to cause other people hurt.
I get it.
Um, and maybe that's I need to. I'm promise you, I'm working on it. My
it's just
words
more
come out
of a
wrong.
it's gonna be more of a think before you write something. Should I say this? Is it helpful? Is it useful, or could it be harmful? Before you write something, and that should help. Just read the room. Like I'm always telling everybody, just read the room to see if what the atmosphere feels like. If you looking at everybody else comments and it look like they ain't suggesting nothing, and you just say, "I'm so sorry that happened," that type of thing. It's
Yeah.
just a work in progress, and not try to fix everything. You can't fix everything and give a reason for everything, because even she was saying that she had no reason. The man never gave a reason. So if she couldn't get a reason from the actual person that did it, then don't make up a maybe perhaps reason, is what I'm saying. Something like that. Just read the room for that, and you'll be okay. We don't want to turn this day down. We're gonna
No,
leave that
because
where it's at, so that Tanya, knows that nobody has any hard feelings. But for Queen, that was the reason I said what I said earlier about bringing her up here, because it was something that we talked about, not having her up here with you at the same time, so that she could cool off. I didn't even know she was going to say this. She said she would talk to you when she was ready. So I guess she was ready today.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
told you
why I didn't
today
say
just
anything.
must have been the day, but
Okay, Lola.
and it's Free Topic Friday, so there we go. That's one of the reasons. You know what I mean? But I just feel bad when she is up here talking